posterity.
Yeah. That's the book that made me switch from doing my own chapter to an actual
Codex chapter, legit chapter. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Raven a Rogue.
Pretty much the whole Raven series.
Everything. There we go.
Yeah, because I already have the Eisenhorn Omnibus signed. Yeah, to take a break from painting last night, I'm like, okay, let me take care of books.
Team tournament players, as you score this mission, you will score your opponent's objectives held as 6 points and your objectives held as 2 points. It is backwards on the result sheet. Use what the mission says.
That on camera.
I used to do in a 40k book that I wouldn't do anymore. I simply don't do anymore because it doesn't fit 40k. Certainly in Warhammer, I think that some of my early Warhammer novels, Fel Cargo, the one we mentioned just now, is sort of not canonical anymore because things have moved on and they don't fit. That doesn't mean to say that people shouldn't buy and enjoy and read the book and that Black Library will stop publishing it. But there is a sense that this is something that's from a slightly different period, and you can look back on books and stuff and think, well, I wouldn't do that way now, but that's simply that doesn't mean that book is wrong.
I mean, one of the most beloved books in the Warhammer canon is Genevieve the Vampire and that series. People love those books. They still love those books. They still buy those books and love them when they read them. But they don't fit at all anymore. It's like, you read them and go, wait a minute, a vampire living openly in Altdorf, that's just not, that's not something that would be allowed today. So,
And the way that different races are in both universes are handled, and when a new army book comes out, it reinterprets the way you look at stuff. So there's a constant sort of there is sort of also as you get to learn about stuff more. I mean, when I started writing the Imperial Guard books with Gaunt, there was my assumption of the way the Imperial Guard works was probably quite accurate, but not completely accurate. And then my way of approaching it changed, and the game's way of approaching it changed. So you end up with something where you sort of halfway through you go, well, wait a minute, I need to revise this quite extensively to make sure that I'm staying in step with stuff. And I think that's just a healthy thing. I don't think people, the same way that you might want to repaint your figures or add a new bit to your army because it's not quite up to date. There's an evolution there.
Thank you very much. Sure enough.
Yes.